When you look at your cat, you see a beloved family member, a fur baby, or a cute companion. But when your cat looks up at you, what do they actually see? Do they know you are a human? Do they view you as a parent, a roommate, or a master? According to feline cognitive science and decades of behavioral research, the answer is far stranger and more fascinating than you think. Unlike dogs, who mentally categorize humans as a completely different species, cats view us through a very specific, surprising lens. Today, we are breaking down the 6 shocking ways your cat perceives you, backed by veterinary neuroscience. Stay tuned until point #6, because we will reveal the one unique sound cats invented exclusively for humans, a vocal trick that proves how they secretly manipulate our biology. First, the visual world. Cats are legally blind to red and green colors. To your cat, you exist in a world of muted blues, greens, and grays. Furthermore, cats are severely nearsighted. Anything further than 20 feet away appears as a blurry shadow. However, their eyes detect micro-movements instantly. When you walk into a room, your cat doesn't recognize your face as much as they recognize your unique walk, height, and movement profile. Second, the species perception. Dr. John Bradshaw, a feline behavior expert at the University of Bristol, discovered something revolutionary. Cats do not change their social behavior when interacting with humans. When a dog plays with a human, they play differently than with another dog. But cats use the exact same social gestures for us as they do for other cats, rubbing their cheeks, raising their tails, and grooming us. To your cat's brain, you are simply a giant, clumsy, hairless cat who happens to occupy the same territory. Third, the provider of safety. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey. Because of this, their survival instinct is constantly on high alert. When a cat sleeps next to you or sits on your lap, it isn't just seeking warmth. In feline psychology, trusting another creature enough to lower their defenses is the ultimate declaration of safety. You are their protective wall against the dangerous unknown. Fourth, the olfactory identity. While human relationships rely on sight and sound, cat relationships rely heavily on scent. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, lips, and paws. When your cat bumps their head against your forehead or wraps their tail around your leg, they are executing a complex social ritual called allo-rubbing. They are depositing their pheromones onto you to mix with your natural scent. To them, this creates a group scent, a signature family smell that signals, "You belong to my pride." Fifth, the judgment of your skills. Have you ever noticed your cat watching you with a look of quiet disbelief? From a cat's perspective, humans are terribly incompetent. We trip over things in the dark, we can't catch a simple fly, we make loud, unnecessary noises, and we wash ourselves with water instead of our tongues. When a cat brings you a dead mouse or a toy, behavioral scientists believe it isn't always a gift, it is a lesson. They believe you are incapable of hunting for yourself. And this leads us to point #6, the ultimate proof of how cats view humans, the secret weapon of meowing. Adult cats in the wild almost never meow at each other. They communicate through body language, scent, and hisses. Meowing is a vocal behavior reserved exclusively for kittens to signal distress to their mothers. But as cats domesticated themselves, they realized humans are selectively deaf to subtle body language. So, cats did something brilliant. They retained their juvenile meow into adulthood, specifically to communicate with you. Even more fascinating, studies show cats modify the frequency of their meows to match the exact acoustic frequency of a human baby's cry, around 220 to 500 hertz. They engineered a sound that triggers an involuntary impulse in the human brain to feed and comfort them. They don't just see you as a giant cat, they see you as someone they can emotionally reprogram to care for them forever. At the end of the day, whether your cat sees you as a giant cat, a safe haven, or a giant kitten that needs feeding, one thing is clear. The bond between humans and cats is one of the most unique evolutionary partnerships in history. Does your cat bring you gifts or manipulate you with midnight meows? Tell us your experience in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Cat's Mind for more fascinating deep dives into the feline mind. See you in the next episode.